Good day and welcome, Mr. Simons here. Again, grade 12 calculus. Now we're determining first derivative by simplifying surds first. No? Compulsory exam question. So whichever past exam paper you go through, there is a first derivative problem that contains some form of surd. So please make sure you follow carefully and you understand it's really not difficult. Just slow practice. So first what we need to understand and know, we must be able to write a surd as a rational exponent. So you see there, I have x to the power 5, fourth root. So the exponent inside, the radical sign goes on top, exponent outside go at the bottom and become 5 over 4. There, if I say square root x, we assume you know x has an invisible 1 inside. And square root actually means 2, so therefore x 1 over 2. So very important, before determining the derivative using the power rule, we have to ensure that we have no variables as denominators and also no variable that's as a surd. Right, so we also have to be able to apply law 2 before simplifying. But here, example, if I have 5 over square root x3, that is 5 x3 over 2. Remember, no variable as a denominator, so if I take it up, x negative 3 over 2. But let's look at some problems. So problem number 1, they say differentiate y if it's equal to minus 5x squared plus 2 square root x with respect to x. So as I said, first we have to express all surds as rational exponents. So I can't differentiate while having a surd in grade 12. Right, so that becomes minus 5x squared plus 2. x1 inside go on top and the 2 of the square root go at the bottom. So now I have y equal minus 5x squared plus 2x half. Now to differentiate, I'm going to write, I differentiate y with respect to x. 2 times negative 5, 2 minus 1. Half times 2, half minus 1. 2 times negative 5 gives me negative 10. 2 minus 1, x to the power 1. 2 times half is 1, and half minus 1 becomes negative half. Right? If I write that as a positive exponent, if I differentiate y with respect to x, it equals minus 10x to the power 1 plus 1 over x to the power half. Right? So I hope you follow and understand. Let's look at second problem. Alright, so they say determine dy dx if y equal cube root of x squared minus 3 over x plus 3 pi. So again, I'm not allowed to have a surd, right? I must write it as a rational exponent. I'm not allowed to have x as a denominator. I must take that up. And we assume you know pi is a constant. No? It's a rational constant, but it's still constant. So first get rid of what needs to be get rid of. So y equal x 2 over 3 minus 3. If I take x up, x negative 1 plus 3 pi. So now I can differentiate. So I'm going to find dy over dx, right? 2 over 3 times 1 gives me 2 over 3, 2 over 3 minus 1. Minus 1 times negative 3, minus 1, minus 1. 3 is a constant, pi is a constant, so that becomes 0. So yeah, I'm left with 2 over 3, 2 over 3 minus 1 gives me negative 1 over 3. Minus 1 times negative 3 gives me plus 3. Negative 1, negative 2 then gives me negative 2. Alright, so let's look at the next problem. So determine, differentiate x given the equation cube root x squared minus x to the power half over square root x. So first I have to simplify that bracket. No? So there's x, 2 stays, go on top, 3 go at the bottom, minus x half. The bottom x1 inside goes on top and square root representing 2 goes at the bottom. Now this is the same as saying x2 over 3 divided by x half minus x half divided by x half. 2 over 3, remember when the bases are the same and we are dividing, we subtract the exponent. So 2 over 3 minus half, and there negative x half minus half. Right? Or in short, I could have just said equal to 1, but I'm not following the whole process. So 2 over 3 minus half would give me 1 over 6. Or I can say that is 4 over 6 minus 3 over 6. That's how I get 1 over 6. Half minus half gives me to the power 0. So now my equation is ready to differentiate. Right? So 1 over 6 times 1 gives me 1 over 6, and there 1 over 6 minus 1. There 0 times 1 becomes 0, and there it basically falls away, or the value 1 constant becomes 0. So here 1 over 6 minus 1 would give me 5 over, or negative 5 over 6, which I take to the bottom and becomes positive 5 over 6. So therefore I have 1 over 6 x to the power 5 over 6. So somehow this pasted it back to front. But 1 over 6 minus 1 gives me negative 5 over 6. Right? And that there, and that negative I take to the bottom to become positive. So now I feel good. I'm writing like some Asians, back to front. No? Right? But I hope you understand and you're enjoying the lesson. Next problem. So determine d over dx given 1 over square root x times x cubed minus 4x squared plus 5x. Right, so from here I have to simplify that before I can differentiate. So I assume you know square root of x by now is written as x half. 1 from inside go on top, 2 from outside go at the bottom. I've left the same items in a bracket. If I take that up, becomes x negative half. So when I multiply and the bases are the same, I'm simply going to add the exponents. So x negative half times x cubed simply going to become 3 minus half. Positive times negative stay negative. X negative half times 4x squared would simply become 2 minus half. Positive times positive stay positive. 5 times 1 stay 5. And there 1 minus the half. Right, so 3 minus half would give me 5 over 2. There 2 minus half would give me 3 over 2. And 1 minus half would give me 1 over 2. Right, so from that off, 5 over 2 times 1 become 5 over 2. 5 over 2 minus 1. 3 over 2 times negative 4. 3 over 2 minus 1. Half times 5. Half minus 1. So 5 over 2 minus 1 become 3 over 2. 3 over 2 minus 1 would become half. Half minus 1 would give me negative half. And then from there that stays 5 over 2. 4 times 3 gives me 12 divided by 2, which is negative 6. 5 times 1 come 5. 5 over 2. So hope you enjoyed the lesson. Apologies, yeah, now and then I go a bit mad and I change accents. But yeah, I wish you nothing but the best. Practice makes perfect. Bye.